Hey, welcome back. It is morning momentum. We are reclaiming our power. You are reclaiming who you are. You are saying, I'm taking responsibility for my life. I am not going to say kiss or ras or rot. It is what it is. Even if you're exhausted, even if you've been dealt a hand of cards that's beyond your control, what is in control is how you respond. You've heard that a million times, but how we're looking at it is through your voice, through your emotions, how you cope, how you talk yourself up, down, and all around. You've named your voices through reignite, reconnect, reimagine until today, reclaim. You've gotten to know them. In reconnect, you wrote a perspective of this year and you got to know the kind of story that you are owning. In reimagine, you got to know, hey, can I think big or are there things that get in my way? And today, in reclaiming your power, it's saying that you're not going to surrender to whatever it is in your life, in whatever bucket, in whatever corner, nook, or cranny. You know that your voice gives you a choice. You know that 1%, one day, in one bucket makes a difference. You can start to count those as your inventory of wins. So you begin to build on that foundation. If you haven't already downloaded your Words of Wisdom kit right there on the right side of your screen, get that PDF open. Pause this video anytime you need. The inner voice you're going to get to meet, and what are these inner voices? Your self-talk, the way you cope, emotional intelligence. That first step is self-awareness. That's what you've done throughout this entire Own Your Voice experience. Today, you meet Psychic Phyllis. She tells the end before you begin. She's got two faces, two voices. Sometimes it's doom and gloom with her, and sometimes it's nothing but good stuff. Either way, she's not setting up good expectations. She's telling you can't make it, or sometimes she's telling you you're going to make it overnight. Either way, she's kind of setting you up for some disappointment. So you want to be mindful of Psychic Phyllis, or any way that your self-talk, fortune tells the end. Fortune tells the ending. That's what you want to look for. So what are you going to name that voice? Is it Psychic Phyllis for you? Will it be another voice? That's the first part of your Words of Wisdom and the first part to reclaiming your power. You feel like you lost your power when you think that this is it, that what you truly want and what you truly visualize you cannot achieve. And we're going to show you today, conversation by conversation, that reclaiming your power is you knowing that you have a choice. So let's reclaim your power in those areas of your life that we have been exploring throughout this experience. Self, relationships, mission, money, and spirituality. And as you go through these different buckets, you want to identify, I feel powerful in this area of my life when, and it doesn't have to be now, it could be way back when. And if you've never experienced it, remember that visualization we had in Reconnect? You visualize something that you aligned with power. I hope that you've gotten your lifetime access ticket so that you can go back and listen to that again, because you as a woman have grown. So what does it feel like to be powerful in your mind, in your body, in your soul, in that bucket of self? What does it mean to feel powerful in that area of your life when it's your relationships, family, romantic, friends? What will make you feel powerful in your mission and your money, as well as your spirituality? Power, just like we talked about in the welcome, is not powering over someone. Power is you feeling that you are living true to your purpose, that you are feeling valued in that space, that you are both able to be heard and listen, that there's an energy exchange that feels so in alignment that it fuels you, that it makes you feel powerful, that you hold your head up high. Power is not what we've been taught by the patriarchy or masculine energy. Power comes from the blend of the masculine and the feminine, from the logistics and the creative, from the honesty and the infrastructure. Power comes from you igniting your purpose, and living true to your voice. So where do you feel powerful in those areas of your life? Put a little bit of there in those buckets. And at the same time, what about the times when you feel emptied, when you are slouching, when your body feels concave? How do you give your power away in those areas of your life? Reclaiming your power is conversation by conversation. If there are boundaries that you are breaking for yourself, then that needs to be a conversation with yourself. If there are conversations that you need to have in other areas of your life to help you get your power back, identify those in this space. And these conversations don't need to be big confrontations. Sometimes they're about small, little moments in our day-to-day life that can be tweaked. Remember that 1%, one day at a time? So what are those small conversations? And not that you need to have one every day, but what would help you bring that power back in those areas of your life? And remember, a conversation with self is just as important. And that's you reclaiming your power. And often we lose our power when we say yes or when we say no. And that's the activity we're going to do today. All right, so put away those words of wisdom, get yourself comfortable, and let's get started. Okay. Now for this one, I want to make sure that you're sitting, not laying down. I even welcome you to stand. Now if you're sitting, make sure your legs are not crossed, so both feet firmly on the ground. If you're standing, same thing, and have your feet underneath those powerful hips. Okay, now, how do we lose our power? How do we gain our power? 2 simple words, yes and no. Yes and no. Now, it depends on the situation. It depends on the bucket. And that's what we're going to do in today's visualizations, okay? So, first, get grounded wherever you are in your feet. Make sure they're both on the ground. Then go ahead and move up your legs. If you haven't closed your eyes already, I invite you to close your eyes. And from your feet, you're going to scan your body all the way up. The vertebrae is going to grow tall. Shoulders back, chin up, eyes closed. Unclench your jaw. Let's take a few cleansing breaths. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling open mouth. 2 more times. Inhale. Let it go. Last time. Inhale. And release. Okay. Eyes closed. Feet rooted. Shoulders strong. We go into one bucket. You choose. Are you having a conversation with yourself? Are you going into the relationship bucket? Is there a conversation there that is rooted in yes or no? Maybe it's about work, your mission, your money. Is there a conversation there that can help with a yes or a no? What about spirituality? Are there conversations, blocks, awakenings that could be started with a yes or a no? Choose one. Stay breathing. Soften your face. Now bring up that one conversation in this one area of your life that you are typically saying either yes or no to in the wrong way. Okay, so you're saying yes or no in a way that's not the best for you in this particular area of your life. Now, we're going to go through simply saying yes or no out loud. And I want you to say it because I want you to feel the vibration of your voice. I want your ears to hear it. I want your body perhaps to even react. So sit tall, eyes closed. And your answer, you know your answer. Only you know your answer. So I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to pause. and I'm going to say no, and I'm going to pause. And you know exactly what you want to be saying. So this is the ideal situation. Do not repeat what you're already doing. So take that one bucket, picture that person in front of you, yourself or someone else, and let us begin. Follow me. Yes. Repeat. Yes. Repeat. Yes. Notice if you began to explain yourself, and that's okay. Notice if that was uncomfortable or felt great. Now we move to no. Imagine the person. Here we go. No. 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 Now I hope you were repeating after me. If you weren't, rewind this and say it. And it's okay to explain yourself, but make sure that it's brief and that you're not apologetic. And I'm a firm believer that even if you've said yes or no in a way that does not serve you, you can always go back and say, I gave it some thought and that is going to work, or that's not going to work. So get your yeses and your nos. Understand how those give or take your power in areas of your life. That's how you reclaim your power. And making sure you're agreeing to what you want to agree to. And you can always change your mind. Head on over to the Impact Talks and hear how a few other voices of impact are reclaiming their power.